Congratulations Thaye Hebi for being the first redeemer of the stream.
I am.
What? Is up, my dudes and dudettes?
Alrighty then. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Everybody having a good night? Oh, also, I should probably put on my headset, because otherwise I won't be able to hear you. I'm hoping you guys can hear the music, since I have it loud. You
I am
hear?
here.
Is it too loud? That's something I need to know. Is it too loud for you guys, or is this good volume?
Nah, it's good.
Good. Alright, now that we figured out that the crux of the problem was that voice audio is supposed to match not audience audio, which just seems silly to me, but I guess it makes sense as well. So, yeah, it works. I'll take it. Well, so we're just waiting on Salty and TMG. Apple, I want to confirm with you, did you put any more points into Constitution? No? Okay. I figured you'd been, but I just wanted to double check as I mark your health down. Yes, I got your health. Lady, I got your health. Salty, I have to just double check, but I'm 100% certain he did not put any points in Constitution. And then TMG, I gotta double check as well. Message TMD, thanks. Thank you. Today will be a shorter session. I also gotta turn down. I'm just gonna turn off the music for a little bit. It's loud for me. That's usually why I turn it down, because then I can think, and then it's nice like background effects for you guys. But on my end, it's like obnoxiously loud. So I like can barely hear myself think over it. Let's see. There is one sheet I gotta make sure I have ready in particular for this session. I mean, there's like a few. We are going to be doing a shorter session today. I do need that. Shorter session today. We'll have a hard cap at 10 o'clock our time here. So just double checking. Where is she? I just know some of the NPCs are going to visit. I just literally sat down, so I'm trying to make sure I have all my stuff. Here. That's not her name. Where is her name? No. What? Oh, I must have marked this somewhere else. Did I mark it somewhere else? I apologize. I will be printing off some new sheets soon because we're going to be starting your guys' next mark or your next kind of arc here. And I got to make sure that I have everything in place. I think it's this. Okay, yes. All right. That is the one. Found it. It's in there. Oh, cool. So I can double use this. Shit. Okay, I have to remember this as well. Okay. So, David does math. Yeah, so we're doing about 4 hours for you. Yeah, it's 3 hours, because it's 7 o'clock my time as well. So we have a 3-hour adventure, which I think is fine. Like, that'll cover our adventure just fine as well. It's not like we have to do a million things every single time. You know, we can do a couple things here and there, wrap up some things, and I've got a lot planned. Yeah, it's 7 for me. You're an hour behind me. Well, okay. I think that should be good. I'm gonna throw this one over here. Perfect. So yeah, as soon as we got TMG and Salty on here, we will get started. But this is an excellent time for us to talk about a couple small things. First and foremost, I got a little tiny bit of work done on the role-playing game today. So let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can demo it for you guys. Let's do a quick demo. Very small things I got adjusted in the game. Basically, let's see. You see this? Great. So just a couple small things there I think you guys might enjoy. First and foremost, I didn't do any updates yet on the roster. I plan on actually updating the roster, putting the filters here and things like that. I just got to work on it. But what I did do in the adventure screen, so I programmed Nibusan.
Maybe next hour can talk about gotcha.
Yeah. It's like we'll figure that out. As soon as they get in, we'll get going. But yeah, so I did program Nibusan's skill in, and I did something else as well. So I want to show you guys what it looks like. So what you could see here is for any skills that are ready, they start pulsating now. So I've made this new kind of pulse effect on the skills itself, which clearly indicates, hey, the skill is ready for use. Now, right now, I don't know why Nibusan's skill is grabbing, I think that's a yellow pulse. It actually might be doing red pulse. Let me double check here. Are you doing a red pulse? You should not be. It is doing a red pulse. I don't know why. I got to figure out, it's always doing a red pulse, and it should not be, because I clearly have these labeled different colors. But if, for example, I'm going to double check. Oh, I see TMG. We just need Salty. We gotta find Salty. So I'm gonna show here once the guy does some damage to one of you guys, that Nibusan's skill in fact works there, which is basically what it does is it turns it on so that everything that Nibusan does is healing instead of damage. All right, come on. Holy shit, I'm getting massive combos here. All right, good. So Puppy took some damage, so we're gonna activate Nibusan's skill. Now, anytime you combine for Nibusan, instead of dealing damage, she heals. So it now directly heals. So it won't deal any damage to any enemies, but will instead just heal the lowest HP percentage-wise character. All the other skills work just fine. So like here's Puppy. There, you can see it actually turns off now correctly, which is good. We can poof Yas, and it goes in, and you can see the pulsating skills. This will switch it back. So if I click it again, now Nibusan's dealing damage again as well. So I'll have some kind of other indicator, but you could see it's now done some damage too. So that should hopefully there. Did I fix the silly bug? No, I didn't have chances to fix the silly. Well, I fixed part of it last night, but yeah, I haven't had chances to formally fix the bug yet. Damn, I really hope we were going to get that combo and just win outright. I want to win this battle because it's funny. So we'll use Salty's skill, cut through the mess, bam. We're so fucking close. That's okay. Nibusan will get the kill. Then Salty gets in for the extra. Ooh, another Yas one, and a Puppy, and another Nibusan. Holy shit, combos galore. Holy shit, double Yas. What the fuck? I wasn't, okay. And that's it. We won. So just wanted to show you guys, I got that there. I do plan on updating this view to essentially match this view, except I'm not necessarily going to show the stars here. I am going to show skills, though. So I mean, that's kind of the main update. So just wanted to share that with you guys as well, too. The other thing that we need to make sure we cover as well is the new gameplay rule as well, just because it'll come up pretty quick within any of our scenarios, and that is the front and back alignment in combat. So how this is going to work is you guys, as we start a combat, will declare, are you in the front or the back line? So if you're a part of the combat, you'll just declare front or back. If you are in the back line and you have a melee weapon, you are -1 to hit. But in the combat, you can only target those that are in the front line first, then you go to the back line. On your turn, as a free action, you can switch from front to back or back to front, but you have to, whatever you switch to, if you make a switch, you can't swap back at the end of your turn. So for example, you can't attack in the front line and then take a step back. You must declare it first. If you're going to make a swap, you maintain that position until your next turn, where you then are allowed to make a change again. So that's important as you guys coordinate amongst yourselves on like who you'd like to be in the front row, who you'd like to be in the back row for combat. The main thing to take in that's changing is if you make those choices, you just gotta remember to do -1 to your hit rolls if you're melee. Ranged, it's the same as it was before. There. Actually, I guess the change on range is same as it was before, except you could be a front row range if you declared that for yourself. You just won't be any minuses there. All right, so 2 questions here, quick. TMG, did you update your constitution at all?
When are you guys going to give my bow back?
When are you going to sneak a bow back? But yes, did you update your constitution at all? I turned on the music briefly there. Because I just got to make sure I update my health. And Salty, same question for you. I assumed no, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask. If you felt too squishy and you wanted some more health, I figured not. Like, I just assumed no, that you're going full, like, I'm just going to fuck them up. But, you know, it never hurts to ask as well. And then, yeah, TMG, did you update Nika's constitution or health? And then at the same time, Apple, I believe you had the hard stop at 10, correct? Did you need a little bit of time before 10, or was like 10 good there? Because I'm gonna try and make sure, like, I'll try and make sure it's before 10 anyway. But it's, you know, it's one of those, like, if we're right at 10, is that okay? Too. I just want to make sure I'm considerate of everyone's time. And then I don't. TMG, are you here? Hello? 10 is perfect. Okay, great. Like I said, it will be a hard stop. We will not do anything beyond that. So that is my promise to you guys there. So it'll be a bit of a shorter session comparatively today. And then, yeah, I just need to know, like, all I need is the health just for my tracking there. I will say for Lady Artanis, you guys both did not full heal there. So I have both of you marked at 14 health there. You didn't, you forgot. Oh, you did not, did you not do your level up? Yes, you can kind of do it while we talk here as well. But the big thing is, are you adding any points to Constitution? Do I need to update your health? Oh, you did, but you don't health changed. Okay, you can take a little peek at your character sheet there, because I don't know what skills you chose to take. You picked. Health only changes, so for some characters, it does increase naturally with levels there. But for others, yeah, it's only if you put it in Constitution there. No, health will change because you have your base skills, so every time you level up, your health will increase as well. So I believe, I'll double check here. I believe, Yas, for your class, you get 2 health every level. It's either 2 health or 1 for yours. Yeah, you gain 1 health every level.
I
just
believe it was
visually.
1.
Yep. So Discord stream dead. It doesn't look dead. Is it dead to anybody else? Oh, you're good? Okay. Yeah, for example, Apple every level gets 3 health.
Broken.
Well, he also doesn't get any stamina. 0 stamina every
Broken.
level. So, as a character that actively needs stamina, there are some side effects. There. Okay. All right, so I'm throwing out there, is everyone ready? Are we all here? Ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. You get character designer? That's probably true. That's okay. Apple has other perks, like the ability to eat rocks. Which sounds like a really big dig, if it weren't for the fact that we kind of know Apple's character. Sure, he gets all his health, but you can eat rocks.
He's gonna collect a bunch of rocks.
Mm-hmm. That's what he needs. Just collect the rocks and eat them.
Flashbacks to episode 1.
Yes. Okay. But yes, I need to make sure. Salty, TMG, you here? You guys here? You guys ready? Because I'll do our quick summary, and then we'll get started. Okay, you had more luck. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to start the summary right now. You'll be a bit quiet today? Okay. Oh, you'll be quiet for a bit. Okay, that's okay. All right. So I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to start with our summary, where we last left off. So where we last left our adventurers, they had successfully
You read it correct
encountered.
the first time.
They had successfully infiltrated the nobles' party, and after discovering more of the curse, they continued to socialize with much of the group. Unbeknownst to them, there was other machinations happening in the background, and as such, 2 of them, one Artanis and one Yasri, was called into a private meeting with Viscount Salazar, who then questioned them about how they got in, their loyalties, and more importantly, how they knew him. And by some twist of fate, they ended up being employed by Salazar and needed to complete a back alley weapons exchange. At the same time this was going on, the one and only Nika was being confronted and trapped up above in a private room by none other than Lady Sophie. As such, during this encounter, she felt trapped and hopped into the flame and ended up ultimately setting the noble's castle on fire. As such, the entire party had to be evacuated, and everyone left and ran back to the inn. While Salty, Nika, and Yasri ended up staying at the inn for the night, Artanis and Lady made their way outside into the woods, where they were ambushed by an entire flock of greater ravens, ultimately leading to the capture of one of the ravens, and, well, lots of bleeding and the loss of a tent for our dear Artanis. As such, we awaken in the next day in our grand city of Imnes. And as such, I'm going to immediately ask... Oh, we're gonna turn this down a little bit. I'm going to immediately ask for Yas, Nika, and Salty to roll a d20 for me. Okay. What's your action bonus?
4.
4. Okay. Salty, what's your action bonus? Zero. It should be more than 0. If you added luck, how much luck do you have is probably more the question I should ask. Your action bonus is equivalent to your luck. So 1. Okay. Got it. And then, Nika, your action bonus, is it... Did you add more to luck? 2. Okay, so you're 10. Okay, perfect. So, while you guys are getting prepped in the morning, Salty heard a clamor from downstairs. Something isn't quite right, and it seems the innkeeper seems to be talking to some guards, from what you can tell. So what would you guys like to do?
Let's pack up and head out.
Okay. So you guys are going to start packing, right? So you guys are starting to pack, and as you guys are starting to pack, you're starting to hear the footsteps of what appears to be more than just 2 guards. Probably something range of 3 guards. More than 2, 3.
Does this room have a window?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So Nika, Salty, Yas, what would you guys like to do?
Do you
Here.
guys hear that?
Hear what?
Some commotion. I peek outside.
Go and roll a d20 for me. As you take a peek outside, you notice very quickly that there is the innkeeper leading what appears to be 3 royal guards directly to your room. You do not have much time.
Quickly retreat back to the room. Nika, Salty,
Yes.
Yeah, it's not looking good. 1 sec.
Good thing we're outside, aren't we, Artanis?
You guys don't even know this is going on. You're just waking up. Artanis is a little like, ugh, because he didn't get a night's sleep because he lost his tent.
That's worth it for the bird.
Worth it for the bird.
All right, I'm gonna switch to the snake stance.
Okay. As you do hear a knock at your door.
I start moving strangely and jump out the window.
All right, so go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Okay. Yas, as you jump out through the window, the glass does shatter all around. Now, I guess I want to be very clear. Are you Salty? Are you going with them?
No, I abandoned them.
You abandoned Salty? All right, Salty, you're able to just see the situation and fall right there. But as the glass shatters...
I'll see you coming
there,
and catch you.
You do land on the ground because you were on from the 2nd floor, going down. You do end up taking 2 points of damage there, but you are able to continue moving.
So, if I'm gonna use this ability to potentially spend 3 stamina if I roll more than 12.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. That definitely does it. So, in your stance, as you go to land, you smoothly glide through, evading any of the glass as it hits, and land squarely on your feet. Nearby onlookers are looking at you. Nika, what are you doing? Here.
Take a move, by the way.
Slick moves, huh?
It's a very slick move.
That's now a victory phrase for the gacha game.
Yeah. Perfect. Please add it.
We're just sleeping.
Nika will burn the building again. That could raise some suspicion.
I'll try to follow Ratman Asterisco.
So you're gonna try and follow out the window. I'm assuming. So you're gonna try. I want to make sure it's clear. Are you trying to follow out the window? Okay, go and roll D20 for me.
Cat always land on feet.
Cat landed on feet. It was very smooth. Cat was able, in fact, to pounce right out the window and just whew, takes a little wobble, takes a second. No pain. Was able to avoid the glass. Is working well. You guys are out on the street right now. You do have a couple onlookers that are looking at you. And you can hear from the window up above that there are the innkeeper is looking out the window, and the guards are starting to shout, saying, "Hey, we need to get them. We have some suspicious looking fellows trying to get away."
Do I happen to remember where the enchanter shop is?
It's going to be in the market district. So you guys are kind of in a
right.
residential district, but yeah, you could very easily make it to a market district. There. I should also pull up the actual city map for you guys.
Let's try to lose them in the market.
I'm gonna dress up. Dress up these guys.
There you go.
Run!
Okay. You guys are making your run.
Yeah, I caught Salty.
Okay.
I think he like retreated into the jar or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming then you're holding Salty's bag and whatnot.
Maybe he came out. Salty, did you come out?
No. So he's in the jar,
Dang it.
you're holding his bag. Alright. So you guys are trying to make your retreat into the market. Just for clarity, I don't know, can you see my mouse? Perfect. See my mouse here. So your guys' this is the market town. So you guys are just north of it. Here. So you're able to head towards more of the market town district, which is about here area. It's going to take a little bit of running, but you are able to make there. More importantly, next to, what are you guys doing about your appearance? Any updates, changes?
I'm currently dressed like a normal pedestrian.
Okay. Normal, I'm assuming adventurer pedestrian, not just like... You know,
Yes,
just
adventure.
Yes. Salty, Nika, same thing? And you guys did normal attire? You guess? Okay. Still have your top hat. Okay, that's good to know. So you still have your top hat. We'll lose the monocle, but we'll keep the top hat. There. Well, and that's a good important question. And monocle or just top hat? Yes. Okay. So you have your monocle and top hat on. Okay, good to know. So can I have each of you guys, as you guys start moving into the market, you start hearing whispers, but you do notice that many of the crowd is not looking at you. So I have Salty roll. Go ahead and Nika and Yas roll for me. Okay. Salty, as you're passing by onlookers in the market, you start to... Oh, you were +6 on that? Shit, son.
I get +2 from my skill.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's even better. So Yas and Salty, you guys take attention and notice a number of signs listed on the walls, plastered everywhere, that simply just state, by noble decree of the Grand Duke, any person submitting information in regards to the castle fire at the Ivory Spire as of last night will be rewarded with a 5,000 gold reward. That would lead to the capture of any suspicious individuals. So you guys can make the assumption that, in fact, the innkeeper detected that you were suspicious individuals and reported you to the royal guard.
Glances at sign and my eyes turn to $%.
Okay. So you guys are going to start making your way towards the
Hey,
market district,
Anika.
but I'll let you guys talk.
Don't even think about it, yes.
But
No.
$.
Just dollar.
All right, I'll move on and look for the enchanter shop.
Okay. All right. So while you guys are making your moves
If
inside
you do
the town,
that, I will send you to the Mid-Clan.
So while you guys are making your moves inside the town, we're going to take a quick brief preview to our adventurers just outside of the town and ask, what would you guys like to do? So we've got Artanis and Lady.
What a great morning, isn't it, Artanis? Did you sleep well?
I crunch a tree.
All right, D20 that for me.
Could I put on a fake mustache and blame that girl that was with you?
Roll.
You go to chomp the tree, and by happenstance, not only do you chomp the tree, but you happen to chomp the interior of the tree, at which point you notice some blood trickling down your face and going there. You do regain 5 stamina, but you're not 100% sure what you just ate.
Did you eat something? I probably tried to look around for rocks.
Okay. I mean, you find there's plenty of small rocks all around you.
I'll gather them.
Okay. You can add like 3 rocks to your inventory. Okay. What else would you guys like to do? Do you guys want to head back into the city for the day? What would you like to do?
Well, we do need to find where the others.
Lady, I think I ate a thing.
What do you mean by thing?
Yeah. Pretending he doesn't always eat everything.
But I suppose you eat human flesh for once. I saw that. But
One of those fancy blood-having things.
did you eat a squirrel?
D.
Oh god, the poor squirrel! What did the squirrel do to you?
I hate the rodent.
What have I done?
Oh, poor squirrel. Anyway.
All right. So what actions would you guys like to do? And to be clear as well about your guys' location, so I'm just going to show you here just on the map.
I crump another tree XD.
You guys are like just outside the city. So like right around here as well. It's just kind of a foresty area. It's far enough out that no one from the city is going to like occupy or interact with you, but not so far that you couldn't just roll back into the city at any time.
So that means we're really far from the group.
You guys are quite far from the group. That is true. I mean, you're outside the main city walls. Apple, as you eat the other tree, you can regain about 2 stamina.
Might as well try to hunt around for rabbits.
Alright, go ahead and roll d20 for me. What is your action bonus?
3.
3. You do get lucky, and you do find at least 1 rabbit running around. So if you'd like to hit it, roll to hit. So you can just roll your, I think it's d6. Yeah, that's a hit. The rabbit falls down dead. So you can add 1 rabbit meat, and if you want, a rabbit pelt to your inventory. Okay. So as the other group just gets up for the morning, does
Yummy
their
rabbit.
morning routine, getting some food and gathering stuff, we're going to zoom right back to our other adventurers as they make it into the market district. So, all right. So, as you guys enter the market district, everything is a buzz with traffic. People talking about the fire that happened at the nobles' party and the insane reward for information that leads to the capture of any suspicious-looking individuals. The thing that's tricky, and as they are discussing here, is that the city's a buzz with so many unique people and so many differences going on that it's hard to really say who is who and who could be like unique or suspicious. But anybody is kind of, they got their eyes out. They're looking for anything weary. So Yas and Salty and Nika, what would you guys like to do? You guys have formally arrived at the district. That's pretty sweet.
Approach the shop owner and see what they got.
So you enter Silique's Enchantress shop. As you enter the shop, you can see her glance over your way and say, "Ah, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my shop. Quite a buzz in the city today. How might I be of assistance to all of you?"
Hey there, I'm just a normal adventurer looking to upgrade my equipment. What's your, you got any specialties?
Any specialties? My main specialty, of course, is I enchant those swords and weapons, typically with the way of poison and bane of orcs.
Oh, I am very familiar with this enchantment. Okay. Also, can you check out this ring for me? I'd like to get it identified.
Absolutely, I could take a look at it. And as you hand over the ring, she takes a look at it, and she starts investigating more clearly, and you see a little whiz of magic bloom around her, and she says, "Detect. Identify." And from the ring, she says, "Ah, this is a ring of detection. There, it'll tell you when certain dangers are nearby."
Yes, do not try to scam this woman.
At that moment, she sets the ring down, and she goes to another spot in her shop and comes back with like a little briefcase, sets it down, opens it up, and starts pulling out little vials. Yas, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. you notice that in each of the vials seems to be a small, kind of fleshy sample. And as she takes it, she's holding up to the ring and she brings it closer to the ring, nods her head, sits down, grabs another vial, and she's slowly working through it. You can deduce that while she is doing a ring of detect, she's simply trying to figure out what it detects.
Oh, she's checking what creature it can detect.
Yes. And as she's going through, she's looking more and more puzzled. She keeps grabbing vial, bringing it close, and not seeing the ring glow. She then just takes the ring and holds it over all of her vials. Huh. That is quite the mystery here. See, normally, a ring of detect will start to glow and you'll feel a slight burn, not painful of course, to alert the user of a particular creature nearby. Now most people when they get detect, they usually get things like detect wolf, detect bear, but this ring is very specific. So specific, it must be something rare. Very rare. And unfortunately, I don't have what this ring detects. I can tell you it detects something, and wherever you obtained this, it's something very dangerous or very specific. As such, I maybe say just keep an eye on it. Maybe you'll be able to encounter its true message in your adventures. And she hands back the ring to you. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Appreciate it. Do you know where I can find some spices?
I believe the market's open. There's lots of different spices, but you probably could find some spices out there. I believe there's some general market, general store. You could probably find some spices
also,
as well.
I'll show her a mysterious ore.
Let me check here. I'm not super well-renowned or well knowledgeable about ore, but I can try my best. So she takes the ore into her hand, and by happenstance, it starts to glow a little bit in her hand. She's like, I see. So you've obtained one of the 6 mystic ores there. This is the ore of Zephyros. So the star of wind.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So it's formally a Zephyros fragment. It's the formal name of it.
All right, moving on.
Okay. Anything else I can help you with today, adventurer?
What does this OBRS do?
The ore could be used in a variety of crafting, but it typically is a great option for imbuing weapons with the power of Zephyros herself. Anything else I can help you with today?
Can you upgrade? Never mind. Hey, Nika, do you want to upgrade your sword with earth power?
So, just for clarity for anybody here, if you are looking at enchantments, you can find the enchantment reference at Improving Weapons.
Earth power? Really?
So, for example, there is...
She might have stuff for sale here that could do it.
Yeah, most enchanters could do a star element upgrade. So, for example, star element fire is an upgrade to weapons that will imbue regular attacks with that type of elemental damage. There. So, earth, wind, fire, dark, light, like and water, all of those are pretty readily available as well. The upgrade is going to require 250 gold plus a lesser filled soulstone, which you could probably purchase a lesser filled soulstone from her as well. And then she would be able to enchant your weapon, so all of your future attacks from that weapon would have that capability on it.
Or armor, would that have a similar?
So armor on the other side too.
Yeah,
so you can
So many for the
so you can see
soulstone and the
lesser
upgrade.
resist or resist. So it depends what you're trying to upgrade. So if you're enchanting your weapon with a star element, that's going to imbue the attacks. That's going to be 250 gold. The lesser soulstone is going to run you usually another 150 as well. If you're doing resist, so for example, lesser resist fire will give you +1 damage resistance to fire-based attacks. This translates to if you do water, if you do earth, if you do any of those sorts of things, that also translates there. Lesser soulstones are going to run you an extra 150 each, depending on what else you're upgrading. And then regular soulstones, that's going to be an extra 400 gold.
I'll probably buy some soul stones.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What can I offer you?
First, I'm gonna show her this silver ring that I have. See if you can upgrade it to a lesser strength ring. I'd be happy to pay you for it. All
Lesser
the
strength
needed
ring?
supplies.
Yep, that would be 500 in total for that. Now, I will warn, just to make sure you're very clear, any enchantment that we do cannot be replaced on anything there. So once you make an enchantment, it is a commitment. Are you okay with this?
I guess I should first ask if you could also do a strength ring on this artifact.
Yeah, I would be able to do strength. That would run you like 1,200 gold. But yes, I could do regular strength enchantment on the ring if you would like.
It's a bit out of my pay grade. I wonder if you'd give me a discount for your service.
Discount? I mean, my services are quite fair in price. Why would I offer you a discount?
I might have some information about a certain bounty.
Information about certain... You don't mean you have information on what happened at the Noble's fire, do you?
I sure do. And if you'd give me a discount,
Yes.
I could tell you a bit about it.
How am I to know that this information's even remotely reliable? And also, why wouldn't you report it? It's a 5,000 gold. Why don't you go report it and then just come back?
I don't have all the pieces yet, but I could give you some information.
You don't have all the... Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Okay. That does seem... while it seems odd, I think you do seem quite reliable. I mean, where did you get this information, if you don't mind me asking?
I pull out the claymore and show it to her, and then put it back without saying anything.
I see. So, did you obtain this claymore from Lord Viscount Salazar himself? Or from one of his lackeys, if you catch my meaning?
Nods.
Okay. So your information might be reliable. Tell me, what is the information, and I will discount the cost of the soul stone for you. I'll make it free.
Okay. Well,
Seriously forgot the name.
Nika. Who is that girl?
Pop quiz. Who is the girl that your game master named at the very beginning of the session?
You rolled the damn T. Yet you don't remember.
E forgot.
This just feels more real than anything. To be like, ah, shit, I don't remember her name.
Wait, I might have written it down.
Okay, I'll let you consult your notes.
Take your time. We're not in a rush.
Yeah, tattoo them on your asses. I don't know if that would work, because they'd have to look at their butts often. They'd have to moon people.
Hey, can you look at my butt?
What?
What's the girl's
What does
name
it say?
again?
What's it on the left cheek? No, the right cheek. Sorry, the other one.
Dang it. I should have planned this out.
Does Artanis have an ass? I mean, I assume so, yes. Well,
Question of the day.
what information are you going to give her?
Well, I was going to tell her the name of the lady that seduced Tanika.
Okay. Go and give me the name.
All right. Well, it was
What? I'm sorry, what was that?
Veronica.
Veronica? Veronica? Who is Veronica?
She was in the room that caught fire.
She was in the room that caught fire. Veronica. So, Veronica was a noble.
Well, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for the discount. Let me just pay for this ring now.
Well, wait. I just want to make sure I get my information correct. What? Veronica, who? Do you have a last name for Veronica as well?
Lady Veronica.
Lady Veronica of where?
That is not good. My name starts with lady.
Oh. Okay. I have another name for you.
Another
someone
name.
else that could explain this, that I actually know their name.
Okay.
It was Baron Triton Satyr.
Baron Triton Satyr. Oh, I mean, I heard that he burned up in the fire last night.
He has a female friend that was closely involved with the catastrophe. And I believe that one or both of them are associated with the fire element.
He colored so hard, and the girl just combusts.
That's quite the scandal and such. You have any additional evidence or just the names?
Well, it's all hearsay from here on out. That's all I can tell you right now.
All right. Well, for you then, I don't know how helpful this information will be, but it has at least piqued my interest. Has been an interesting chat. Enough that I'll cut the soulstone half off for you.
Thank you.
So that would be a total of 1,000 gold.
Here you go.
All right. So as you hand over the gold to her, she takes that silver ring, takes a look at it, and you see her start to take the regular soulstone out, place it upon
Also,
the
did
table
you have any firestones?
and says, "Aulak haswan hasalan balho sarish," and smashes the soul stone. You can see the essence from the soul reach into the ring itself, and she's like, and she hands you over the ring of strength. So when the ring of strength is equipped, you do acquire +2 strength. So yes, do you have any firestones? I guess my fair lady, when you ask for firestones, what do you mean? Are you looking for fire enchantments? Are you looking for fire, like Ignis fragments? What are you seeking? Fire enchantments for weapons? Absolutely, I can perform fire enchantments on weapons. If you're looking for regular star element fire imbued on your weapon, that's going to run you 250 gold for my services, as well as an additional 150 gold for a lesser soul stone if you do not have one. Salty Yas, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Damn, I only have 235 gold.
I spot you. Whatever else gold do you need?
Okay. As you guys are looking around the shop, you take particular interest in a very strange jar that's placed right at the back there. It seems to have some kind of weird, like, octopus tentacly thing in it, and it's just kind of wiggling around. It doesn't appear to be alive, yet there is movement in it. It's kind of piquing your interest. Yeah, where do the stones come from?
I'm also gonna buy 2 empty lesser soul stones.
You're gonna buy 2 empty ones? Okay. I mean,
Yep.
I can give you empty ones, and she goes and rustles around and says, yeah, these...
Are they the same price as a full one?
No, because you have to fill them on your own. I mean, these are
Okay,
going to cost
yeah.
you like 20, 25 gold each.
Thank you. Take them.
All right, they are yours. So to make sure clear, TMG Nika, are you using the money spotted from Yas, which I guess with your money that would be an extra, what was that? 165 there to enchant a weapon with fire element? Yes, that would be correct. No? Okay. You guys work that out. If Yas saying it's free, that's up to you guys.
I'm just the money collector. I tried to give it out earlier, and I don't think anyone took it.
Yeah, so it's just an allowance. Is the monkey guy? I think money is the right word. You might have added a K.
Hey, look over there. A weird-looking jar. Shoves money at shopkeep.
The shopkeep nods and says, okay. How much money do you shove at her?
165, which
Okay.
I think was what was pending for the weapon
That was
deal.
the penny. She's like, okay. And she just kind of takes it and says, for you, it'll be 235. Can I perform this enchantment
is it?
for you?
Oh, right, yes. his
Yes,
fire
his
thing?
cost. Yeah, to get the star element.
Was he
fire.
doing the crossbow or the
McCulty?
Aztec sword?
I don't know. He's told me anything. Just waiting for confirmation. Yes, that one. You can see how I condensed the words and skipped most of the letters. Say its name. Macahultil. Macahaldal. Macahaldal. Macahaldal.
Macahaldal.
Yes, that's what I believe it's called, the Macahaldal.
So do you know anything about this jar with tentacles in it? It's looking quite strange over here.
Oh, of course. I mean, have you guys never seen just a plain old Icridian octopus before?
I am not from Icridia. So, nope.
Well, and she chuckles to herself. Icridia's not a place. They come from some of the deep lakes in the Kingdom of Spring.
Oh, so this is the creature that he was talking about.
Who was talking about? She looks puzzled at you.
Captain Jathab, of course.
Oh no.
One time, I went fishing with Captain Jathab, and he actually dove into the water. Didn't come back up for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Came up with a strange tentacle in his hand, and I'm not sure what he did with it after that.
Very interesting. These creatures do hold such powerful magic. And they're great for, well, extracting for certain enchantments.
Cool. What type of enchantments? I don't know anything about it.
I typically will use this for enchantments of luck or enchantments of detect, too, particularly if you're looking to detect some of these creatures for some traders. It's also a very good one for whenever I needed to set up resistance to poison or resistance to stun.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just want to confirm
Well,
one
I'm not
thing.
terribly interested.
Okay. So I want to confirm one thing. TMG, are you getting that enchantment? And also, no, the jar is not available. Okay, so she takes your weapon, places it there, grabs out a lesser-filled soulstone, and starts doing an incantation above it. As she does so, you guys notice a knock at the door. And she says, "Come in," and continues her incantation. At which point, you take notice of a royal guard entering the vicinity. He comes in and says, "Sorry, miss. We are just doing our normal check-in around here, seeing if anyone had seen any suspicious-looking individuals or, at any point in time, had any information in regards to the fire that had taken place over at the keep." And as she's finishing her enchantment, she looks at the guard and says, gives an indication for just one moment and fills there. I would like the group to roll a d20 for me, please.
Slowly back into the shadows with Salty.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Oh.
for me. Okay.
I'm
Salty,
holding you, Salty.
I thought Salty was out.
I don't
so
think
was able
he
to
ever
identify.
got out.
As such, guard pays no attention to you. You do take notice that this isn't the same guard that was just there at the inn. In any case, but was just another guard that seems to be out on patrol. Royal decree. He is alone there, but you see Soliloquy continuing her enchantment. As such, she is just finished, lays the sword and hands it over to Nika and says, "It shall be complete." And so, Nika, you can write down with your weapon that it has the star element fire. More importantly, your regular attacks are imbued with fire and deal additional damage to wind star element characters. There, so just taking that into account. Then Soliloquy looks at the guard and says,
Wonderful.
"Actually,
Tres.
my fine sir, I did come across some unique information that I believe might help in your investigation." There, and she looks over you and Yas and gives a wink.
Winks back.
And as such, she says, "I have gotten a hold
I
of
ship it.
information.
IDK trying to be cool.
Gotten some information, hearing in my travels today, and with many of the individuals coming into the store, that I had heard that one Lord Baron Triton Satyr was seen, well, in the source of the fire with a Lady Veronica, I believe, was her name there, and I believe there's reason to believe that they might have started the fire. As such, the guard starts jotting down some notes, looks at her and says, "Baron Triton Satyr, you say?" And she's like, yes, I had heard the Baron there, and I had also heard the Baron had caught on fires, am I correct? And he says, no, we're still trying to squash those rumors. Yes, the Baron arrived this morning, identifying that he had, in fact, not even attended the party, and we actually had some infiltrators come in, there, posing as the Baron himself. There, and that's where we're looking for particularly suspicious individuals, as we had noticed that a couple of the invites had gone missing, and we believe that there are some who had snuck into the event with malicious intent to kill his Lord Duke. And she's like, "Oh, very interesting." And you start to see her look at you, Yas, and not with a happy look on her face. She's starting to realize that you might have tricked her with some of the information that you provided. Yas, go and roll a d20 for me. Yas, you're getting a very strong indication that this woman is not going to be happy with you, and it might be a good idea to not be around her as she's talking to this guard.
I have a thing about every enchanter I talk to just hates me at the end of the encounter.
So what would the group like to do as they're listening to this unfold? Nika leaves undetected.
Leave behind Nika.
You get out of your jar just fine, Salty. There's no problem. I will say that the group is quite taken aback by your appearance. All of a sudden, they do take notice of a strange figure that just appeared in their shop there as well. At which point, the guard turns his attention directly towards you and says, "Hey, I don't remember seeing you when I was here, Void Curse. Do you mind if I ask you any questions?"
Salty, stop drawing aggro.
Oh. You grab stuff and leaves. Okay. The guard...
I need to get to my Jota job, sorry.
Very, very well. Apologize for bothering you. And Salty is able to leave the shop. Yas, do you leave as well?
You still
kinda
working
don't
all that hair
want them
stuff?
following. I guess I'll approach and trying to clear up the situation.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. So, what would you like to say?
I think.
This void curse was just relaxing in his jar earlier, and he doesn't really understand human emotions right now, so I hope you'll give him a pass this one time.
Pass it. I mean, we've seen void curse aplenty in these parts. It's unusual. I've never seen one hover and live inside a jar, but each has their own personalities. Now, Traveler, where do you herald from? If you don't mind me asking. The guard looks at you.
Theodore?
Theodore. And what brings you to Imnes from quite a distance?
Oh, I'm on a quest to help out with a land border.
A land border. And who gave
between
you quest?
Rar and Cedric's land.
Cedric's land. Do you mean the Viscount Cedric Ambercombe?
Yeah, he's the one I have to defend against, actually.
Pardon me?
He's been abandoned, or he's been invading the land to the north, and me and my party are trying to remedy the situation.
Pardon me, sir, if you don't mind me asking. Who was it that bestowed upon you this particular mission? You see the guard starting to...
Sorry,
himself.
unfortunately, I can't reveal the name of my employer.
Well, I should hope that you know that we here in the Kingdom of Imnes are very close with those of the Kingdom of Elfdon, that your Lord Viscount Cedric Ambercombe houses it over, and that more importantly, the Grand Duke Theolorian Digrim is brother to Cedric Ambercombe, who made an appearance today at the keep, and we are to believe that there are some suspicious individuals, and you see the guards start moving towards the door a little bit more. Some suspicious individuals, and hearing that you might be going against the Algarian kingdom, I don't know if I can overlook this.
I have nothing against you. I have nothing against this city. So I hope you'll just let me go in peace.
I don't know if we can do something such as that. See, when I hear that there is a threat to one of my lords, I think it might be best that we investigate and discuss this further. If you will join me.
Nika is taking too long. We should create a distracting.
Silent strike him.
As you pull out the silence strike, the guard flops right to the ground,
Yes, you hijo
and
de la verga.
Silique goes, "Oh, what the hell?" and starts screaming at there. The guard is knocked out, but you sense it's time to go.
Yeah, I don't think I can calm her down, but I'll yell, "There's more to this than you know," as I leave.
And as you run out the door, you just start making a move, and you do notice that there's a small couple passerbyers that are starting to move towards the shop as you run out. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, Nika, Salty, and Yas. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. As you guys start running, you do notice that within the crowd there are other guards that are getting much closer to the shop, and you sense that you have limited time, particularly as Yas is starting to draw attention as the one that is ran out of the shop. Okay. So what are your guys' next actions from here? Before we go and visit our friends.
I mean, I want to try and find some spices for sale.
Okay.
But but only if no one's following me. I check for followers.
Okay, go ahead and check for followers.
Try and lose them.
You do take notice that some of the individuals in the crowd do seem to be pointing in your direction. And the guards have not come. Like, you see guards starting to just enter the shop now. You should be able to lose them in the crowd, but it might be to your benefit to put on some form of disguise or, like, cloak, hood, something there to not draw attention to yourself. Okay.
I just keep my head down and
I'll try to find the other lads.
All right.
fade into the shadows or something.
And Salty, what would you like to do? You're going to work, to be clear. All right. You head over to work. There. It's going to take you a little bit because it is in the residential district, but you should find there. Not necessarily, dear. You know, people aren't really paying attention to others, but they are paying attention if they're told to look for a specific individual. But if they're just, you know, wearing a cloak or stuff, they're really not going to care a whole lot. Too. So we're going to take a brief moment while that group moves on. We're going to go back to our adventurers that are just outside the city. So, Lady Artanis, what are you looking to do now?
You know, our friends are taking too long. I really feel we should leave.
Yes. Yes. I don't know why I didn't say, I sure hope their friends didn't fuck it up, but yes.
Knowing our rodent friend and our ghastly friend, you know. I would doubt.
Yes.
We should have a bet.
Okay. What kind of bet?
Which one fucked it up first?
The low rolls
okay.
spice it up.
I'll roll.
Okay.
Then I pick Spooky.
You pick Yas. Okay. Sounds good.
And I'll give you a meat if I lose.
All right. So, Lady Artanis, what would you guys like to do next?
maybe we should try to camp a bit far from the city.
They are a bit of distance currently from the water. There, you can see there is a river here that breaks through into the city and goes into the docks. There, where they're located more like northeast here of Imnes.
I mean, do we have fishing? Do we even have fishing gear?
I don't know if you
I
guys
suppose
have
we
fishing
could
gear.
try. I suppose it's not a bad idea to just go next to the little water.
Do you guys want to make
But
that
we might need
move?
a sign for them. We might need, like, something, a sign for them to pay attention on where we're going. Like a mark, maybe?
Yes, I don't know if you guys fully established a meeting spot.
Yeah. I suppose I could make, like, carving logo, like a dollar sign on a tree. As you know, Yassery.
Okay. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead. You can carve a logo on a tree over there.
Do I need a roll up for it?
No.
Okay.
All
I
right.
carve every tree I see with a dollar sign.
Okay. So you're gonna start tracking and start marking dollar signs on trees. Okay. Very well. So we're gonna go quick back into the city itself. And as we're in the city, we're gonna focus in on one such individual, such as by the name of Salty. Salty makes his way through the crowd and over to the barber shop. As he makes his way in, the shopkeep looks at him and says, "About fucking time. I was about to get worried that my best barber wasn't gonna show up today, that I'd only get to see him once. Welcome back in. I've got already some requests here. It seems you're starting to build a name for yourself here."
Sorry, I ran into problems.
Understandable. I know it's just your second day. I'm impressed with the reputation you've already made for yourself. With such a short time, I actually have been getting some fine requests here, surprisingly from some nobles. So, are you ready to make some, you ready to cut some hair this morning?
Am I getting a raise then?
It's just your second day. If you keep running business like this, absolutely, we'll talk about upping your rates. Hell, I might even say that you might be competition for myself if it weren't for the fact that I scouted such wonderful talent. Anyway, you do have some of your first customers. We've got a good, I think, 3 scheduled currently for today. Barber Salty's ready. Roll. All right. What is your roll for? Just on the cut that you're going to make? Yep. I mean, you do an excellent job as well. And you make such a wonderful cut on the gentleman that stepped in. There was just looking, cut some off the top, but more importantly, trim around the beard itself. You go in, you make an expert cut, and he even leaves you a tip. So you can take from this transaction a total of 20 gold. You're opening the thing? Alright, you open the thing. Okay. Good. I hope you know that I also jotted down the amount you should be making. He left a 5 gold tip.
You know, Salty, you can get away those murder killing spree and just be a barber.
Full barbershop time.
This is how he retires from the adventurers party.
Full barber time. God of barber.
You finally found dinner.
ALRids don't hope you like your haircut.
Yes, it is quite nice. Where'd you find this void curse, Henry? You just walked into the shop yesterday. Too, can you believe the skill on this one? It's caught my interest, but I'm quite happy about it. And the owner, is continuing to clip some others' hair.
It's a very funny arc for Spooky.
Yes.
So where's my raise?
Look, I still gotta make my money here. We can talk about raises. If you want raises, you could also talk about opening your own thing, but when you're under my roof, we're gonna keep this price here. But you know what? If you keep bringing in good folks, we might be able to increase prices, and in turn, I can get you more. You quit? What do you mean you quit? This is our second day. We just got working with each other. I've already got people that are requesting to see you. What is this here?
I'm opening my business.
Oh, I see how it is. You come in, I take you under my wing, I show you how it is, and you're immediately going out there. What is the first thing you know about running a business, especially here in Imnes? Do you even have the starting capital to buy a shop?
Never mind, don't be hopeful about Spooky's arc.
I bet it's a theta since you can do it.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. That's it. I'm tired of seeing you. Get out of here. The shopkeep sends you away. And shakes his head and he's like, son of a fucking void curse. I can't believe this fucking idiot. And Salty departs.
Never change.
All right. So, as we go back in to our group here, into the city, we find that we zoom in here on Nika and Yas, who are currently in the market district, trying to make themselves less visible as well. So what would the group like to do? Can I have a market view? Oh, I do have my market view. There you go. It's my nice little market.
I gotta buy some spices.
Okay. Go ahead and if you'd like to buy some spices, you absolutely can. Let me double check here. How many things of spices would you like to buy?
$150 gold.
150 gold worth? I mean, that's...
How many is that?
That's a lot.
Like a lifetime supply?
That, I mean, it's gonna last you a very long time. Like many, many, many months.
Many moons?
Many moons. For context, like, if you're looking like one container of, like, salt, that's gonna run you, like, 4 gold. And a container of salt, I mean, if you can imagine how long salt lasts you in real life as well, depending on how much cooking you're doing, right? Like, that's how much we're talking about here. So, honestly, like, if you want to last a few months, 20 gold is going to get you plenty. And that'll last you plenty of months.
I'm doing it.
Okay, let's say, so you're doing 20 gold?
Yep.
Yas, if you want to mark down that you have enough spices to last you approximately 85 meals. I think, it was 3 months. Yeah. No. Let's say 90 meals. There, so it's 3 months worth of spices. So 90 meals.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. You have your spices. Nika, is there anything else you wanted to do? Okay. Well, great. Salty while clipping hair. I want a fucking raise. Also, I'm doing other things.
And lady.
You're gonna search for Artanis and Lady, so you're gonna start needing to head north outwards from the city, especially if you guys are talking about heading towards Afdanaland. So you can start heading north towards the road there. Can you unquit from there? I mean, you could if you wanted to go try. I mean, you could go try and make up with the guy. Another day. All right. Yas, what would you like to do?
I run out with Nika.
You're gonna run out with
I
Nika?
assume Nika's leaving the city.
Oh. Well, I'm glad Mora, the Discord, twitches. Your keyboard's dying. Oh no. How much it costs to open a business? Salty, that's an excellent question. So, I mean, the cost to open a business itself is going to depend on the location, right? And what you're trying to do. You're going to need to buy a space or a building and stuff. The O's not typing? Oh, shit. Yeah, you're going to need to, like, choose a space that you want to open said business. If you plan on doing any kind of marketing for it, and then you're going to need the supplies for the interior of the business as well. If you choose to hire any staff, there will be those costs too. So really, I mean, the first question is, where do you want to open it? Because if you're looking to open a business here in the market town, you're going to have to buy, let's say, a small business. Okay, are you looking to buy a building here in the market district, in the residential district? Like, where are you looking at? Here? So just here in the residential district in Imnes, which is arguably some pretty prime real estate. I mean, you could probably find a small little, if you're opening it in what I'll call the nice part, not the slums, but if you're opening in a part that is respectable as well, it's easily going to be the building itself, and the space itself is going to be 4,000 gold. Rent? I mean, you would have to find somebody willing to rent you some space as well. Most people don't, like, rent is not a normal concept for businesses anyway. Like, there's not a main land baron that just owns all the land. You're introducing rent. Introducing rent. You're gonna go talk and try to find an owner and be like, what if you still own this, but I use it? There. Yep. I mean, you'd have to find somebody to talk for it. We're gonna introduce new forms of capitalism, and that's it. Stocks go up. Become the rest. If you become a lord of land as well, I've told you guys, if you want to start your own city, you can. When do they hold elections? Actually, Salty, you have that information. Do you remember? There's a couple months. I could give you a date as just a quick reminder. And I guess if you guys want to jot this date down, I gotta find it. 1 second.
For Spooky, you'll get more money. For real, for real.
Alright, just mentioning it here as well. It is on the 12th of Thara, which is in a few months. So the 12th of Thara is when they are holding a Grand Council meeting in the capital of Sylvanor to essentially select the next king. So you've got some time there if you want to try and go for the throne. How do you apply? Well, step 1, be related or directly in line to the throne via the king. There are currently 2 contenders. And I'll assure you that you won't be able to pretend to be them. Yet. As Salty, I don't think you were there when we had our discussion the other stream about maybe some things that are in your future. Alright. You might have to just rewatch last stream on it. It'll come up soon. As I send you your updated character guidebook. Or class guidebook. Alright, so that aside. Salty, are you looking to leave town with the rest of the party? Yeah, everybody seems to be leaving. At least right now. Well, you might have not noticed since you're playing your character very well. There is a little bit of a bounty out right now for any suspicious individuals that might have been related to the fire at the palace, and everybody's kind of on high alert right now. Plus, there is that whole curse blood contract thing that Lady has going on there, where they may or may not die.
Oh no, I'm in danger.
Leave until they forget. It could be it. Oh yeah, Lady Kurt. Yes, that thing happening. The contract, I mean, to your guys' knowledge, no. The contract, in fact, did not burn in the fire.
That'd be funny if it's already burned.
No, Lady, I'll just for your reference, to anybody that does form a blood contract tends to get a indicating scar on their hand where they, made the cut there. That scar won't go away until the contract's fulfilled as well. It lets those who are involved in the contract know that the contract is still active. So you could tell just by looking at your hand that you do still have the scar there.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that will be your sign to know that the contract is fulfilled, it's done, and whatnot, and that you're no longer bound by it. Alright, so everybody starts heading up north and starts to leave the city. As you guys start making your ways towards northern gates of the city, you start to go into... I'm going to see, can I zoom in here? This would be super helpful, actually. Just so I can zoom in on the map. What? No. I, in fact, cannot zoom in. Okay. Well, as you guys start moving towards the north gate, you do see that there is a guard checkpoint that has been put in place just right out the northern gate. So all three of you, Salty, Nika, and Yas, you do start making the gate, and you do notice a line forming to get out. There are guards that are checking documents, checking individuals, as the gate is up there. I'm going to need each of you to roll a d20 perception for me. Okay. Got it. Yas, you take a particular note that amongst the guards, there's an interesting clamor and group surrounding one particular individual that is eyeing the crowd, looking amongst and looking around, and in your mind, doesn't seem too familiar at all, but you do take particular interest in some certain individual that is just observing, looking amongst the group there as well.
It's the guy. Oh my god. The 2-second on the thumbnail.
Yes. This was one that Artanis and Lady would recognize, but you guys wouldn't recognize. This guy is, he's just kind of there. But as you could tell, is something different. about him.
Oh no.
So, who is going to try and go through the gate first? Je ne sais quoi? Yeah, who is going to try and broach leaving the city first?
Okay, I'll do it.
Alright. Yas, as you start moving up towards the gates, you go up to the guard, and you notice that as you take a glance around, you do notice that there's a number of guards here. They're talking to other individuals passing through the gate. It seems like there's an entire guard post set out here at this particular gate, heading towards the north. The guard
Are
looks
any
at
of
you.
them Salazar elites?
No, none of them Salazar elites. They do look all Algarian to you. So you go up to the guard, and guard says, "Next." You come on up. He's like, "State your business, leaving the city."
Traveling mercenary.
Traveling mercenary. Oh, okay. And, where do you plan on heading?
Adcelional.
Celiano. Interesting. Quite a small location there. What are you doing around those parts? What lord or lady has requested your assistance? Or what business is this on? Is this on the guild? Is this for a particular lord?
I show him Salazar's signet.
Yas, roll a d20 for me first. Okay. So as you raise Salazar's signet to him, the guard's like, looks like we caught one, boys. And he indicates to the other guard, and he immediately goes to grab your wrist.
Oh no.
So, he grabs your wrist.
Oh, I was supposed to leave before sundown.
Use some distraction or something. Then run.
Okay, I'll slide out of his grasp and run off into the horizon.
So, go ahead and do your roll. Okay.
Oh.
So, as he goes, he grabs your wrist, and you just slither right out of it and start running for it. There, which immediately catches the attention of some other guards. As such, the commotion there, you do find there are, in fact, 3 guards that are now chasing you down there. Salty and Nika, you haven't had anything particular notice. The guards do kind of move in, and you get ushered to a different line as well. So, Yas, you start running. You've got a couple guards that are currently chasing you. Salty, move on up in the line. You can talk to the next guard. Business, leaving the city.
Hi. I'm opening a business.
You're opening a business. Are you lost? Or if you're looking to open a business, you could go, of course, to the general clerk's office, and they could look to get you set up and get you a license. Right.
Yeah, the cat is sleeping.
In good, thanks.
All right. Do you mind if we check your bags here as well? All right. So you set your bag down on the table there. They start going through it. They're like, okay, some ingredients, food, there. All right, you're clear. He goes, he hands it to you, and you can head on your way. Next, indicating over to Nika, as it comes into the line. Salty, what would you like to do? Are you going to just kind of walk away there? Okay, perfect. Nika, yes. Yes, Jar. Yas, I am gonna need, in a moment, we're gonna figure out if the guards catch up to you or not.
Yeah.
So, state your business and reason for leaving Imnes.
A to explore the rest of this world.
Quite interesting. Why would you set to explore? Nika, I'm gonna need you to roll a d20 for me, please. Thank you. Nika, in this particular moment, as you're talking to the guard, you feel a burning at the back of your head. Like someone is staring directly at you with specific focus. You get a sense that specifically it's this man who is standing there, eyeing you in particular. You also take notice that he's moving over and whispering to some guards there. And as you move there, the guard says, "May I check your bag?" Ma'am. Should you roll for... What would you like to roll for? I just need to know if you want your bag checked. That's all. But if you have another action you'd like to do, we can talk if you need to roll for it. Yeah, you have an option. I mean, he's asking you if you could check your bags, right? Don't get me wrong, you're getting the sense that it's like a TSA asking you if they could check your bags. So that kind of option. Arrest Mora? Mora's not here. I can't arrest her.
Not the granny.
All right.
Oh, yes, here you go. Noted that the fire starters are still in my bracelets.
Take note of that. As they're going through your bags, they're taking a look, and a guard comes and taps you on the shoulder and says, "His Lord Viscount, Cedric Ambercombe, wishes to speak with you, ma'am. Can I have you come this way with me?"
Good luck.
Bloody fire.
Hmm. Yeah. It's your chance. All right.
I'm in a bit of a rush actually.
The guard looks at you and says, "Ma'am, you might not know common culture here, but when a viscount asks for your attendance, it's less of a question and more of a direct order. If you understand what I'm saying here. We'll finish checking your bag and I'm going to have you come with me." The other guard finishes checking the bag,
OH.
and they pull you over to the side there, away from the post, over in front of the Lord. The Viscount pulls you over, takes a look at you. He looks at the guards and says, "Leave us." The guards leave, and you're pulled into a private quarter room where the Viscount looks at you directly and says, "So, what is your name? State your name for me."
Why did you need to know my name and who are you?
Is that way to address your lord? I am Viscount Cedric Ambercombe. And what is your name, might I ask, peasant? The man looks at you, condescending and touch. In the way he speaks, you clearly sense that he looks down on you. A golden bike hat. It's actually a top hat. There. It kind of looks like gold bike hat in this picture. I can see that, but it is actually a top hat.
This is the round top of the profile.
Yep. And it gets cut
how
off.
You see that way? It's a top hat for me. Scratch his face.
You just, yeah, I can see how it looks like a bike helmet and everything. I can see if I have the actual quick video picture so you guys can see the full of him.
My name is not important, RN. Why did you want me to see me?
There we go. I'll do this so you guys can actually see the full picture of him. Evasive, are you? I wish to see you because I wish to know what was your business here in Imnes.
We did not have a fun bike sticking round.
An expert? Exactly. Expert can navigate any scenario.
Hey, you wanna buy some clothes? You did technically buy clothes there. Or rather, items.
Well, I just wanted to see the city and see how it is in other lands. Is that so bad?
No, of course, visiting the city is not so bad, but I have a question for you. When were you born?
Pardon? Why is that important?
Why is it important? Of course, you know why it's important. And I understand this evasive behavior, particularly around one's birth. Let's just say that I think you and I might share more than one thing in common. See, I can sniff out one of you pyromancers anytime.
Oh no.
And at that moment, you see him pull out a cigar, and with it, at the snap of his fingers, flame comes forth, and he lights the cigar with his own flame and puts it in his mouth. See, I am looking for some particular individuals because I was supposed to attend a party last night, and it seems that my invitation went missing. And before I knew it, my brother's keep, an old relic from the Imian theocracy, was caught on fire. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, pyromancer, would you? And he looks at you, and you can see within his eyes a burning flame, much like your own.
It's me.
A party. I don't know anything about a party. I only hear that it was a fire on some kind of castle.
I find that highly unlikely that you would find yourself in the kingdom of Imnes just so happen when a great party takes place, one that drawed many people from across the lands specifically to this great kingdom, and at the same time a strange fire occurred, and yet here you are the next day trying to leave the city? Suspicious. Makes me very suspicious. I've already revealed my hand a little bit. How about you reveal yours? What business do you have here in Imnes?
That is none of your business, and yet I know how to control my fire before they propagate.
Interesting. See, when I was finally lit in past the guards, the foolish men, my brother called me into the place of the fire to have me look at it. And I knew right away, I saw the signs, that the fire itself had no spark, had no central point, and it moved unnaturally. No, my suspicions were very clear, and we knew right away that we needed to look for a pyromancer. One that came in with devilish intent of burning down a castle. And since, well, I'm an expert in pyromancy, they put me in charge here to watch some of the gates for suspicious-looking individuals. There are very few of us that are able to roam around with our gifts, and with all the prejudice around. The thing I need to know, more than anything else, is where are you going next? Where do you think you're going next? I like the collaboration from the group. Yeah, several people typing, just trying to figure out, like, how do we get TMG out of this one?
I feel bad for Nika.
I will say the only one that saw Nika get taken away to go talk to this man is Salty. So it's up to Salty to decide what to do at this point, because Lady and Artanis are moving somewhere else. Yas is currently being chased by some guards for being super suspicious. And showing a known mob signal to royal guards.
That will be fine. I'm sure of it.
It'll be fine. It's okay. Yas is fast. Unless he trips, I think it'll be fine.
Devilish intentions? That's a very rude accusation coming for a fire starter like you. I'm not a menace if that's what you're referring to it, and I don't start fires without a reason.
Got a sharp tongue on you. I like that. The man takes a moment, he looks at you and says, if your intentions were to do away with some particular noble, some brother, I can assure you that your intentions failed. There. We marked no casualties from the fire. But if your intentions were money, gold, I can also assure you that I know that you failed at such a thing. See, I'm going to pose a theory here. And he starts kind of playing around with some fire in his hand. It starts circulating around. He can move it kind of at will. He's not even really thinking about it. He's just kind of there. I'm going to pose a theory to you. See, I sense the fire that was started by someone. Let's assume it's not you, but some other rogue pyromancer happens to be in town. I'm going to assume the reason that this fire was started was to act as a distraction for something else. Because we noticed that in the midst of the fire, in the midst of the refuse, that something was taken. Something of great value was found missing from the keep. And while I don't know who you started the fire for, what I can say is that I know that our pyromancers' actions were at the will of someone else. So I'm here to cut you a deal. Tell me who you started the fire for, and maybe we can overlook this matter. And instead, we can discuss other businesses. Yasa, I'll say you are correct, by the way. Yeah.
Great value? I do not know what you're talking about. I do not for money and I don't work for anyone, and again, I didn't cause the fire you're talking about.
Of course, of course. Of course. Yes. I find this hard to believe. Very hard to believe. It seems too coincidental. Your appearance here, the fire, the timing, everything. And now you're heading to the north. Is it Alpha Donnellan that you're seeking to head towards? Where are you going next? Answer me this now, cat.
Aflada who?
Don't coy with me. Where are you going? And the man looks at you, stands up. You could tell he is very, very serious about this answer. Do a good job, lady. Yes. Yeah. Don't hurt me. My dad works in Bethesda. You can't fight me. I work for a criminal.
Look, pal, we can stay here all day, but you will hear the same tres answers. I didn't steal anything, I didn't start the fire, and I don't work for anyone. You got the wrong cat, and where I'm heading, I'm pretty sure it will be far away from you.
TMG, go and roll a d20 for me. Just roll it. It's okay.
Or would you like a spot of tea?
I thank you, Dave, but I need TMG to roll it. Your luck is 5, by the way. Okay, so you're +5. Look at that. You got a natural fucking success. Cedric looks at you very intently. He's giving you a deep stare. And he takes a moment and he sighs. You're right. I have no evidence. I have no information to preclude here. And if I'm honest, you're right. I probably is incorrect. Maybe I found the wrong person. Let me say this, though, just as a warning. If we catch you in this area again, I'll presume that it's because you're coming back to finish some sort of job. As such, I'm going to say we'll leave it here. But let me warn you. If I catch you in Alpha Donaland, and I will have my men looking for you. But if I catch you in my kingdom, I assure you, there will be one less pyromancer the world has to worry about. Smile. He looks at you. He calls in the guards. Guards!
Trust me, you'll never see me again here.
I hope so. Guards, you could take this one away. Send them on their way. He looks defeated, but he sends you away. As you take your steps out, you hurry along and you're able to catch up with Salty. There. And the man behind the name Viscount leaves your sight. In the meantime, Yas, I'm going to need you to roll a d20 for me.
Yeah, that's...
Yas,
Oh.
I'm just going to metagame
I think
tell you
it's a
something here.
+6 total.
I'm just going to tell you outright. I rolled a 1, so...
Oh,
you're
nice.
Fine. You're fine. Literally, I was just looking to see if you rolled a 1. You are able to shake off the guards just fine. You're able to find yourself heading down a foresty trail, and on your way, as you're heading down the trail, you do take notice of some strange markings on some of the trees that are put in place there. Salty, TMG, I'm going to need each of you to roll a d20 for me. All right. +1, excellent. TMG, go ahead and roll d20 for perception for me. The abandoned Nika arc. I don't think you have the abandoned Nika arc coming. All right, wait, where did that... Oh, I was like, where did that roll come from? It came from Yas. You also rolled a 14.
Yes.
There's Apple's roll. It's how my bot works is it's just checking the first word, and if the first word's roll, it's like, yeah, I'll roll a d20 for you. Yeah, get it out of the system. That's not a bad one.
No, Apple.
Artanis, what have you done?
Well, there's a bad one. Where I need TMG to roll one. Well, you know what? It's fine. Because it's going to equate to the same. Why you? Because you're with Salty. I wanted to see what your perception was. There, it's It's nothing serious, I promise. Okay, perfect. So, Salty, you definitely take notice of the strange markings on some of the trees as you're heading out of the city. I'm going to take a moment here to zoom in for you folks so you can kind of see the path that you're headed down right now. This is, of course, the city. They're here, and I've zoomed in way too much. But if you follow the main road here, this will get you to either Ad Salone, Celione, or to Alpha Donnellan. So you've got the main path as you guys are following into here, and you do take notice of the trees, and you take a moment to see, the markings here are quite strange and very peculiar, and they seem to indicate that money is this way, but more importantly, you take notice of not just the markings, but the very recognizable bite marks throughout the path. As you go down the way, you notice that, like, in addition to the money arrows, you're also noticing just a distinct amount of bites taken out of place, and the only thing that comes to your mind is, this must be where Lady and Artanis is headed.
At least Artanis helping.
So as you guys keep making your moves on the way,
I see Dollar and follow. Seeing strangely eaten trees, I recognize the bite marks.
Yes. Exactly. Lady Artanis, we're going to zoom up to you. What are you guys doing right now?
We play I Spy.
You play I Spy? Are you, I guess I'm more asking, are you guys just walking on the path? Are you guys waiting on the path? What are you guys doing? Are you waiting, companions? Or are you just continue walking?
It's like a slow walk while waiting, in a way.
Got it.
It's a chill walk.
Perfect. Lady, can you roll a d20 for me?
Okay.
Excellent. And what's your action bonus?
3.
3. Perfect. Lady, as you're walking down the path and continuing in the woods, talking with Artanis, a shadowy kind of figure kind of catches your eye, and you're taking a glance, looking at it, and saying, is that Yas?
I spy with
my little eye something beginning with T.
Artanis does not notice.
I'm assuming you're seeing a tree. I mean, it's all we can see.
OMG.
My turn.
You got it, Rob.
Spy.
Ima sneak up behind Artanis and jump on his back.
Okay. You jump up on his back, you mount it there, and Artanis like, whoa! I didn't expect to see you. You guys caught up. Anything of interest? And Yas looks at you and
Whispers,
says,
can I have a twig?
Can I have a twig? Can I, something there?
Why you look so panicked?
Yars, what do you spy, Yars?
Apple. You're so funny.
Oh, man. Yas, can you roll a d20 for me?
I spy a crab. Look.
Oh, good. So you guys are, you're walking around, Yas is on your shoulders, and all of a sudden, you take a moment and look ahead and you see Yas running along behind you. You hear him, and he's talking to you guys. And it doesn't take long to recognize that there are 2 Yases right now. One that's been running along the path seems to be out of breath, and the other one who seems to be quite happy and playful.
I spy. What the hell am I looking at?
It's at this moment, shortly on, that the rest of your group, as you guys pause along the road here, the rest of your group
I
catches
spy
up.
some things that start with Y.
So we have one group here with Lady, Yas, and Artanis, and we have another group here with Salty, Nika, and Yas, kind of looking at each other.
What is going on?
Oh, now there are those of them.
Yeah, that's just my doppelganger. Don't worry, Abu Thim.
Venus, don't worry about him. Since when you have two?
Double the friend. 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
double the friend. Great.
Nonsense.
Double the
I'm not trusting this.
TOVL.
Yes. So, what would you guys like to do here?
Sneakily pickpocket a Solston into Artanis inventory.
I pick up
Yes.
the one on Artanis.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very clear to all of you guys here. Do not metagame this. But Yas, you're not beside Artanis right now. You're beside Salty and Nika. So you're unable to slip something directly into his inventory quite yet.
Oh, well, whenever I get nearby.
Just letting you know.
I pick up the Yas.
Artanis
on
realized that this is actually not normal, D.
You think?
Yas looks at both of you and says, excuse me, who is that?
I don't know. Why is there 2 rodents?
Yas, you notice your finger has a slight burn feeling
This can't be
on it.
happening. I won't tolerate the scam of those rats.
The ring of detect. I have no idea what is happening, by the way.
There's 2 of you. One is on Artanis. You are with Salty and
Yas, do
Nika.
you have any close relatives?
No, I don't have any close relatives there. They all died there in a fire.
Yas, use your ring. I cannot say it.
No, I don't have any close relatives. They all died in a fire.
Why are you... How would you know that?
Say
Did
something that
Yopu
only Yas
participated
know.
in any experiments recently?
Say something only Yas would know. I mean, I could tell you about some of my training with, like, Robin Hood. Maybe some of my old stories of, like, the fishing days and some of the great finds that we had
0.
out there. I tell this story about one of my
Old stories?
like people I worked with that, of course, would go fishing for the irradiated octopus, right? Have I told you guys that one before?
Is that so? Who do you work for during that time?
I think Lady and Artanis wouldn't have heard that story before.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
But Salty and Nika would know that story. That's the one I told in the Enchantress shop.
Interesting.
If only they pay attention.
But I think you guys would recognize Robin Hood, who taught me how to shoot a bow, because I'm the best bow shooter in the land, obviously.
Of course, I'm the best bow shooter that's been around. There. Do you guys remember the time, like, if we're going here, lady, I apologize that I shot you in the back that one time.
Apology seems a bit off, but my head hurts.
Hey, you imposter, when would I ever APLOLOIGIZE for that?
I don't know why it's choosing not to say that we were fighting life and death.
You know how the nerves go to my brain.
Finally, a good reason to kill Yas.
Murdering people. Poor mortals should be killed.
Group.
Alright, buddy. How much gold do you have right now?
How much gold? I easily have 1,500 gold on me. Of course, we'd been obtaining gold from the nobles' party we were just at. Plus, I've something that no one here, of course, would know, only the real Yas would know, is I distributed rings to everyone just last night, right? Of course, after we got out of the place that was on fire. Wasn't that
Okay.
case?
That makes sense. So, what was the most recent thing you remember? Because I just left the city. How did you leave the city?
I leave the city, I mean, through the guard checkpoint. Yas, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Yeah, through the guard checkpoint just now. You just kind of
Through the
walked
guard?
through
They
the guard
just let
checkpoint.
us by? They just
Yeah.
let us go?
Of course, I
Oh.
just talked to the guards,
That
I
is
told
not
them,
bad.
and I just walked out.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Artanis just takes a sit and watches.
So can you show me your finger?
You show me your finger.
The real Yas will never went to the checkpoint with we police.
Holds up ring?
And at that moment,
Do you have this?
have what? A ring? Of course I have a ring, and holds up a ring. Their ring is not glowing.
A silver ring, not enchanted?
Mm.
I don't know how to use it.
At this point, I'm going to
So-
ask...
Feel like I got duplicated somehow.
I'm going to ask everyone, except Yas, to roll a d20 for me. Okay. 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 You're +3. I want to make sure I get the rolls correct here.
Looping luck.
13. Yep, you want to look at luck. 7. 10. Lady. TMG, you're +5, so that's like an 18. Salty. What was your roll, Salty? I just missed it. Your roll was 4. Okay, perfect. So, after this conversation, it is very clear to TMG who the real Yas is. But to everyone else, the other Yas is not the real one. You think is the real one. To which they say,
So.
guys, I'm sensing danger here. We need to deal with this right now. And I'm gonna now need everyone to roll for initiative.
Artanis just does a little fidget because he is confused.
All right. So, I'm gonna go make sure I get your guys' initiative score. So, lady, that's 7 plus what? TMG? Yours is 15.
I want to
Plus
try
1.
pickpocketing Yas.
I mean, you'll have to try in combat because this is getting started. So, TMG, you're +1. Okay, excellent. Make sure here. Okay, Apple, you're 4. Do you have any bonuses, Apple, or is it just 4? I'm assuming you actually have negatives, but... Lady, who are you bringing into combat with you? Which animal?
I'm bringing Robbie.
You're bringing Robbie. Okay. Just make sure I mark that here. Okay. So you're bringing Robbie. What's your negative then? And then Salty, Nika. I need both of you to roll.
For Robbie, you mean?
I'll have you roll for Robbie in just a second. I just want to make sure I get everybody else. Salty,
wow.
your bonus is +2 or is it +3? All right, Robbie probably goes first.
Yeah, figured.
Surely we aren't going to fight this good boy? Surely we can let him join the party.
Oh, the good boy is fighting you. What's important here and what I'm going to establish here for a second is it, well, what is your initiative?
Nader
Salty.
KNLYB1 Yas.
Yeah, what's your initiative bonus? I just make sure I get that right. Also, why did my thing go away? There we go. Okay, so it is 3. Got it. Just want to double check here. All right. So, let me explain what's going on. So, Salty, Lady, and Artanis, you guys have been successfully fooled by the fake Yas. As such, make sure my battle screen, pull you guys up, pull Robbie in. As such, you guys, when you're attacking, must attack the real Yas. Nika, you know who the real Yas is. There. So, actually, what I should clarify is that you're targeting the fake Yas, or you think you're targeting the fake Yas, and what you're seeing happen right now is the real Yas is attacking the fake, and the rest of the party is also jumping in to attack the fake. Nika and Yas, obviously you know who the real Yas is, and you're here to defend. There. Of course it's totally not going to be confusing. How could it not be confusing when you guys are fighting against Yas? This confusion is going to be maintained in place for 2 rounds. Can you attack Nika? That is up to you to decide. Right now, you guys know that there's a traitor amongst yourselves. So, before we get into this step here, I need to know who's taking front line versus back line.
I'm definitely back.
TMG's front, Lady's back. Is Robbie back?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Artanis, Salty? Yeah, back means that you're -1 to hit with melee attacks. Which in your case would mean since you don't have dual wielding proficiency, only your 3 and 4 would hit. Okay.
Why you gotta be so strong?
And apples up front. Okay. Or Artanis. Okay. With this, do I not have the real Yas goes first? Unless I missed, yeah, because you rolled a 20, right, Yas? Or did I actually leave that in? Yeah, so you're first. This is how I reveal PvP. Yeah, so you're up. What would you like to do?
Let's see here. I'm gonna pickpocket.
You're gonna pickpocket? Okay, go for it. That is not gonna work.
It's a -3 in combat.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
+3 in a bag.
All right. Up next is Robbie. What is Robbie doing?
Assume he'll do. Want to attack, but I don't command Robbie.
Does Robbie have large talons?
Oh, well, let's figure it out. I hope I'm doing this right. Oops.
Oh, you don't need to do slash roll. Okay. And you're gonna need to roll a d20 as well.
I assume.
Yes.
Wait. So which those two d4s? What are they?
Damage. You are taking.
Is that the 2 hit?
That is both the hits together. So you're taking 3 damage. What is your damage resistance?
No, like if I have 2 evasion. Oh
no, that's not to hit. This is just straight skill. So what's your damage resistance?
I have 1 damage resistance, but I also have this.
Okay.
Well, it's not gonna proc.
Not gonna proc. So you're gonna take 2 damage. And that triggers one of your other things.
I am going to take 2 damage. Yes.
Nika, your turn.
I am sorry. I do not control the birds first round.
Hmm?
Nika, I'm counting on you.
Something to convince us.
Because from your guys' perspective, all of a
I
sudden...
will smack this fucking rat even if it's fake.
Okay. Oh, are you gonna... I'm assuming you're doing a regular attack, right? You just need to roll a... unless you're doing an actual smack. But if you're doing a regular attack, you should probably roll your D6, or is it D8? I think it's D6. With your D20. Yeah, your D6. To see if you actually hit it. Yeah, that's a hit. Okay, how much damage do we got?
Ooh, nice hit. Good job, TMG. That's gonna inflict off balance as well.
8 to 13. Okay. So that is... I'm salty. I'm excited to hear your loophole. There. So yeah, that is going to inflict off balance. But I need to know how much damage it takes. Stab both? I guess that would be a loophole. He technically has 2 attacks. Problem is we really, really don't want Salty stabbing the real Yas. Because I'm pretty confident it would kill Yas outright.
Yeah.
I'll be
If you
aight.
kill the real one, it will not solve anything.
Alright. But yes, TMG, how much damage we got?
Remember, you guys can use the flats of your blade.
Yes, you can. You don't have to stab. Is it 8 damage? What? How is it 8 damage? Yeah, you could. It's 8 damage? Okay.
What's 8 damage,
Wait,
huh?
How is it 8 damage? Wait, you rolled a d20 for an 8. Like, last I checked, your strength wasn't 7. What is... Am I missing something?
Are you using a weapon? Something? Assuming yes.
I assume you're Molocotl.
I think he's using this that has a fire bonus. Oh, sorry, ignore that roll. Ignore that roll.
Yeah,
it didn't happen.
You're good. You're good. I know, you're good. Yeah, so you're using that weapon, right? So you inflicted off balance, which I got, but I need to know your damage, which is on your character sheet. With the weapon. Like, what is your strength value? I should just ask. One. Okay, so you do 2 damage.
Does the
Perfect.
fire thing proc?
Hard cap at 10. I mean, it's not tap. The fire thing does not proc on him. There. Okay, Salty, you're up. Shriek of the Accursed? Okay. Fucking go.
Yes.
I'm excited.
What's
This
he
is
shrieking?
We're about to find out. He tells me. Currently, his target would be you, but... Okay, so Shriek the Accursed. Go ahead and, yeah, Salty, if you wanted to briefly explain what's happening here. And I will... Yeah, there you go. Alright. I'm gonna roll.
Oh.
I fail. Save fails. Salty, can you roll a... So, guys, add your combat bonus to it. To your roll.
Okay, I got a 13.
So you pass. Lady, you don't pass. Apple, you don't pass. Lady, go ahead and roll for Robbie. Robbie, I mean, actually, no, Robbie wouldn't pass that. Nika, go ahead and roll. Just a d20. So we track all this. Okay, Nika doesn't pass. So everybody's getting hit by this except, I believe, Yas.
Yeah, the real one.
And everybody takes 3 damage and is inflicted with off balance. You can apply your damage resistance to this skill.
Who are we attacking? You're attacking everyone?
He attacked everyone. He
Salty
did a
is
really loud
confused.
shriek. It did hurt the fake Yas, and inflicted another off balance.
Everyone.
So you take 0 damage, you're correct, Apple. You do, in fact, ignore the shriek. Yeah, unless so some of the birds, the reason they were dealing damage to you, Artanis, was because they had, like, negate up to 3 damage resistance. There. So in this case, he does not take the damage. Maybe I could update the skill to say that it ignores damage resistance, but in this case, I did not write that, so. Up next is our fake Yas, who is attacking the real Yas. Well, he cannot because of rules. So.
Nice.
Is attacking. Who are we gonna attack here? Will want to attack the real Yas, but can't. So instead. I'll make sure I get this right.
TSSK, shame on you, imposter.
Okay. They are going to attempt a knockout.
Oh, jeez.
Against someone's health.
Oh no.
Wait, what do you roll?
I'm sorry, I should have rolled it on screen. I can roll it here. So you guys can see. So, you guys can see my roll. That's 11. I'm gonna
Minus 3
Why is it
in
minus?
combat.
Oh, no. This is a different skill, yes? It's not your skill.
Oh.
This is this character's skill.
Okay.
The
updated skill tree. He's got hacks.
Or do I? There's something a little bit different here.
Whoa.
As such, lady, is your health above 11?
Yes.
Okay, you don't get knocked out.
Oh,
All right. All right, lady, you're up.
I told Robbie to stay behind, to not attack.
Okay.
Since
All
we're
right.
gonna discuss.
Artanis, you're up. You command Robbie. So Robbie won't attack. You're going to use grapple on both. Okay. What is the, is there a save for grapple? I can't remember if I made a save for that.
Eat
or are you
me
just grabbing?
and eat me.
No save. Okay, so we're grappled. So Artanis is currently holding both of us. Yas, you're up.
Am I allowed to do this with Apple holding me?
What are you trying to... Are you trying to do an attack?
I'm trying to do an attack on the guy that he's holding me with.
No, he's going to be holding you apart. He's holding us apart. So the person you can attack is Artanis.
Okay. I guess I'll just angrily slice Artanis's arm. I do have a -1 to hit.
Okay. Well, you rolled a d20. You rolled
Right,
a nat
Salty?
20. No, you're
I'm
off.
angry, Apple. I want to fight.
Yeah, I know. He did literally a perfect roll against Artanis. So... All right, so Artanis, first off, I know you're poisoned.
That's 4 damage. A bleed.
4 damage, bleed, and poison, correct?
And poison.
Okay. So, Apple, how much damage do you actually take? What's your damage resistance? Remind me, is your damage resistance actually 4 now? Which is extra funny. It's 4. Okay, so he doesn't actually take that damage, but he is inflicted with poison and bleed. All right, Robbie's up next. Robbie is not doing anything. Holding back. Nika, you're up.
We just gonna fight, not gonna talk.
I mean, if you want Robbie to... I mean, Robbie doesn't talk much.
Make Robbie squawk at us.
You have Robbie squawk.
What is this going to say? Why not allowed to fight?
Yep, they're both off balance, so they're easier to hit, basically, against evasion.
Guys, I'm telling you the real yes is this one, not the one you're fighting.
You were all convinced. Nika's able to successfully convince you that who the correct fake Yas is. So I'll move to...
The one that did not just stab Apple.
Yes. Yeah, not that one. Alright, it is Salty's turn. I don't know if you're trying to be not convinced, but you critically failed not being convinced, and you were absolutely convinced, blindly. So you know which one's the fake.
It's impressive, I must say.
Alright. So, this one has a lot of off balance, so you have a very high chance of hitting them.
I mean, we could tie him up and figure it out, you know?
Yes.
That's an option. I mean, who am I gonna
Or
send
locate
in?
my near-death ability.
Wait.
No.
Salty, don't you have one more D4 that you roll? Roll another D4, because you have two stabbies. Okay. I mean,
Oh.
because of all the off balance, both of those hit. So,
Nah, he finally got a reason to kill yes, and I'm
Really?
not going to waste it.
well, the
Is
amount
he
of
attacking the real one or the fake one?
He's attacking the fake one.
Oh, the fake one. Okay, yes.
So
that'll
how
hit.
much damage does he take?
The dead
6
kind.
each? Fucking dead.
It's the dead kind.
Oh, well,
Dead.
we could figure it out, you know? I thought we would wanna loot him, maybe? Figure out why he do these?
So the Yas, you guys do actually kill the fake Yas. I am aware, Dave,
Well,
which is we're good. All right. So the fake Yas lies upon the ground. You guys take a look around you and observe your surroundings. You look at this Yas very closely, and it is
You got a chance
indistinguishable.
to kill me and let Salty deal the finishing blow.
Absolutely
SMH.
indistinguishable from Yas self. Seems to be wearing the same clothes, the same exact look. It looks like they're twins.
yeah, you never tell us you have a twin.
You never asked me about my level up. You were just sleeping outside the city and have no clue what happened last night.
Yeah, speaking of that, did anything happen?
Wait, why is this raven attacking me? Did you
yes,
control
I'm going
it?
to kill you too if you keep things from us.
I think the Raven just don't like you.
Yars, you never told me what you spidey.
Maybe try to loot the body?
Okay. When you go to loot the body, you find
I
no
spied
money.
a furry friend,
No
but
gold.
you killed it.
You do find a claymore on them,
A
but
born
just some
fake
regular,
Yas.
like, armor. You want to burn the fake Yas? Go for it.
Oh, maybe we need to...
My leather armor.
Your leather armor? Yeah, it's just some leather armor on them. Yas, you also do notice that your ring is no longer glowing.
Oh.
Try to burn again. Again.
Okay, I'm taking away that fire.
So, what would you guys like to do next? It is starting
Extract
to get...
organs from fake Yas.
Alright, you start to extract the organs.
I'm gonna pull out a crab dinner and eat it.
Alright, sounds good. It is starting to get late in the night as well. You guys are in the woods. What would you guys like to set up camp?
I eat Yas.
No, Apple, I'm real. We just proved it.
Also, on a completely separate
The
note
fake one.
as well, Apple is currently bleeding out, and also doesn't have a tent.
No, I want fake BDY.
Does anyone want to give Apple
I'll
bandages?
bandage up Apple.
No let me burn this
Artanis.
MF rat at LEAST11.
Burn the rat once.
No, you're not getting to burn their thing.
You're not
in the
really good.
forest.
But Salty, I guess... Salty, you can have the fake body. You have a fake body, but I don't know where you're going to carry it. Yas isn't small.
Damn it.
I just want to eat fake Yazdi.
Do
not
I look
start a
that
forest
delicious?
fire here.
Yas is very small.
Yas is not small. Yas, remind me, you're like 4 feet tall, right?
4'6".
Yeah, 4'6". So,
Tiny.
no, Yas isn't like...
Wait, what?
You thought the size of the rat this whole time? No.
That's not a rat.
It will be more compact if I recude him to ashes.
I mean, we're pretty tall, aren't we, Artanis? Well, you are very tall.
Yes. Rats from
Rats
Australia.
from Australia.
So, the group...
I think TMG should try and burn
All
me.
tiny.
TMG's tried to burn. Well,
Is it a good idea to start burning on a forest? I think we need something.
Burn
to
MF.
prevent the fire.
so...
Or burn it, and then Artanis can eat the cooked, burned body.
True.
Yas is like less than half my height XD.
Yeah, we still see him small. Tiny.
Yes. So...
By the way, I'll show everyone this ring I had, and tell them about the glowy thing.
Okay, perfect. So you guys are all aware it's a ring of detect, and it seemed to glow for this creature.
Why does it glow?
It seems to be a rare enemy that takes on our appearance
A mimic.
and reads our memories. Yes, a mimic.
What kind of fire is this?
So you guys,
I just put a fire.
as such, I'm gonna throw here, just due to time, you guys do set up camp for the night. You guys are able to put that into place. Artanis, you can remove your poison, or well, you can remove your bleeding. I don't know if anybody gave you an antidote to remove your poison.
I gave him a bandage.
Okay, so he has no bleeding, but he is still poisoned. You guys can each mark a food out of your inventory, and you can assume that you're camping for the night, and that's where we'll leave this session as well.
Yeah.
Too. I know it was a quick one today, but one person that can't camp is Artanis due to the lack of a tent. So that won't work as well. But I think that's going to cover it for today's session, guys. Nice work. Let's count encounters here real quick, just so you guys have it. So the first group, or I guess the first part of the group, your encounter in the inn counts as an encounter. Your encounter with the guard post or guard gate is an encounter for that group. TMG, you get a bonus encounter for encounter with Cedric. Everybody gets the encounter for Yas, fake Yas. And that covers it, actually, for today.
So that means I got one. Okay.
Yep, you got one.
I'll be one and I won.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, I think that's going to cover it for today. So I will say, just for the group here as well, stream schedule is a little bit different this week. Just a little bit different. I'm not streaming on Wednesday. I will be streaming on Tuesday, though. So trust me, next session, you guys will get to test a lot more as well, too. We'll need to figure out a formal time for next session or just when that is. But yes, I will not be streaming on Wednesday this week, but I will be streaming on Tuesday. So you guys will get to see me in like 2 days. Apple, I think you just missed it. You get 1 encounter today. Just 1 encounter. You got with the fake Yas there. TMG gets 4. And everybody else basically gets 3 there. Yeah, Salty, you got 3 encounters there. Barber counts. You know what? TMG, I will count the barber, so you can count that. That could be a 4th. Will you ever learn what that even was? Of course you will. I wouldn't leave you guys hanging on that, but it's up to you guys to figure out some of the information. I'm going to let you guys leave with that information in your head there, thinking about what could have all of that meant. Because I assure you, there is a meaning. Yes, make the height chart. I think you guys had one at one point, kinda. Yeah, it says family.
I am tall.
Very tall. So, perfect. You're cooking right now a surprise for group 2 now. Excellent. Please tell me what it is so I can make sure it's ready as well. Because we got group 2 on Friday. I'm very excited. And Salty, are you going to be there on Friday? I want to make sure. Yup, good. So, Salty, as promised, I'm going to be sending you a boss. And you're going to be playing that boss for them in the session.
Oh, no.
Just as a heads up there when it comes to that. So I'll be sending that to you like day of as well, because I got to still finish balancing it too, but you will be playing that for their session. So I'm excited to see what you do to them, basically. Oh, we'll see. I'll give everybody a chance that wants to play somebody else's boss. I'll give you guys that chance. It'll just make the fight more strategic and interesting.
I'm too merciful for it.
Oh, you forgot to apply your Ring of Strength? Oh my gosh. Yes, you would have done a whole extra 2 more damage.
My slice on Apple would have done actually 8 damage.
Yeah, because it was crit, right?
Yeah, it was a crit. Crit of 4.
Yep.
Silly. How could you forget?
Yep, so you would have taken 4 damage.
But since you're sleeping, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. Well, Artanis is going to get like half of the regen back, too. Because, well, he doesn't have a tent. He has a bedroll, but no tent.
Oh,
So, yeah, I'll mark that for next time as well. But thank you all for joining in today. I hope everybody has an excellent rest of your evening, excellent day for you, lady. And yeah, I'll post in the chat so we can figure out when we're gonna meet next for this group. But yeah, I'm glad we were able to squeeze this in. So thank you all for hopping on. That's gonna be the end of tonight's stream. So I hope you all have a good day. Have a fun day at work, Yas. I'm in the same boat too. And I'll see you guys later on. So, bye, everybody.
Bye.
see you later.